welcome to Story Ideas on the Fly, where we take an idea from the hat and try to develop it.
Okay. Mystery. One morning, there was a box of chocolates in the house. No one bought it. No one knows where it came from. High stakes on this one. No, actually, I think there needs to be high stakes. First thing I think of when I think mystery is murder mystery or something, or a mystery of, yeah. So,
Yeah.
but the box of chocolates has to be a significant clue.
Yeah.
So I think the first thing that happens...
It doesn't say these are normal chocolates. Maybe something happens. Maybe everyone who eats these chocolates, something happens to.
Ooh, that could be interesting. One thing you could do too is kind of like the box of chocolates. Sometimes in stories, you like to have like Zorro leaves a Z or something. You could have your villain when he strikes leave
the chocolates. What do you think?
Well, then you do know where they came from.
Option: just have this be a kid's story. It's a kid's story. The child likes playing detective, and now the bunch of chocolates just randomly appeared in their house, and no one in her family bought them. No one got them as a present. She has no idea where they came from, and now she's trying to solve the mystery.
Yeah, that's one that strikes to me. This does not strike me as a high-stakes story.
Okay.
I can, though, see some interesting twists in here. Just because something's not high stakes doesn't mean it can't be interesting, though.
Well, you could do this kind of like I used to love to read Encyclopedia Brown.
Yeah, those are very low stakes.
Those were,
Yeah, the stakes are someone might end up losing some money.
Well, sometimes they were higher stakes when he was working with his dad.
Sometimes they could be high stakes.
Okay, there were occasionally high stakes, but 90% of the time it was, hey...
How do you keep Bugs Meany from scamming everyone?
Yeah, scamming everyone out of $2.
Right. Okay, so let's see.
You could go both ways, though, or you could go a little of... Maybe not a little of each, but you could have something that's kid-friendly that still has higher stakes than just, where something is afoot beyond just, where did the chocolates go, but have some really...
Obviously there's something afoot here, because the chocolates just appeared out of nowhere. So that means that either someone broke into their house, or someone doesn't know what a wall is.
Right. So
there you go.
The thing is,
honestly, this seems like a supernatural mystery with the child as the main protagonist and the rest of the family in just thinking, someone must have just bought these chocolates and forgot about it.
This could be fun. So
actually, if you go that route, you could also say that the child is also supernatural in and of themselves, but their supernatural ability is that they can sense like ectoplasm or something.
Well, one of the things you could do is you could do something. We're getting just a lot of different ideas on this. You can make this a teenage girl. Okay? It's actually from a secret admirer, but she can't imagine she'd have a secret admirer.
Hey, that was literally on my list.
And so she goes out, where'd these chocolates come from? What happened? And actually finds out about, the supernatural stuff going on and uncovers something a lot bigger, and then finds out, hey, wait a second, this guy actually gave this to me, because you know what, if a guy's going to spend money on a girl, he generally fesses up.
Fair enough.
So she finds out this guy gave it to her, and she's like, oh, that is wonderful, but there's still something going on.
There's more going on.
The boy and the girl together.
In that case, you have to have something to bring it together, something tie it in, though, because
how does you have to make the guy a vampire,
or have him have a friend with some kind of supernatural ability where he goes, hey, I really want to drop off these chocolates for Susie, and his friend goes, oh, no problem, I've got it, and then puts it in her room on the nightstand, and she wakes up in the morning and it's there for her, or down in the kitchen on the table or something, and so she's going, well, what happened, who got in here, how did it get here, and she starts trying to uncover the mysteries. So it's still a mystery, there's still more going on, but it's also the secret admirer who wants to...
I wouldn't mind making either the boy or the girl and doing a vampire. I have written vampire before, and it's really actually fun to write, especially since I took such a different twist on it than most people do. So,
or other supernaturals. There are lots of supernatural options.
Yes.
Shape-shifting creatures, demons, although not like evil demons, but you can have some kind of demon. You can have some kind of yeah.
I can just make up
Lycanthropes.
supernatural things.
Yeah, I like to make
Lycanthropes are
things
fun.
up.
Ooh, lycanthropes could be fun. Because then a were-mouse or a were-rat or a small creature can get into a house very easily, and that could
Yeah,
be
that weremouse is carrying that box of chocolates. One strong weremouse.
okay.
Oh no,
Big tiny box of chocolate. She's where two bonbons came from.
I was more thinking about if we're going to go supernatural with this. One version of vampires I made one time, they don't actually have any kind of super speed or that much greater strength than a regular person, but they have one supernatural ability, which is that they can turn into mist, and anything on them also turns into mist.
Yeah.
In other words, a weaker version of Gale.
I was thinking the same thing with lycanthropes, because if you don't want them to turn into animals and have their clothes fall off all the time, then they would have a certain capacity that they could transform with them and then turn back into a human and
Here's a
stick a
question
box
though
of
with that.
chocolates
What
on
would
them.
happen if a lycanthrope just grabbed you and then turned into an animal?
I don't think I think I'd be too big for them to transform.
Okay, what if they were really strong though, and they didn't have anything else on them? What if they took up a baby?
All right, back on topic.
I don't know.
What if they stuck a baby in a backpack and that turned?
I don't know. Just saying.
Okay,
You
guys,
can do it.
let us know.
Baby in a backpack. Baby in a backpack.
Okay,
What if baby was also holding a gun?
okay, let us know if you stuck a baby in the backpack and a lycanthrope turned into their animal. What would happen?
Or into mist.
Please don't actually try it.
Okay.
Do not actually try it. We are not promoting harming babies. Okay.
Definitely don't also give the baby a gun.
Yeah, definitely not.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
What's wrong with some people?
I have no idea what's wrong with this person.
But there could be ways for a supernatural secret admirer or supernatural secret admirer's friend to put chocolates on a table in someone's house without being detected.
Yes.
And then as she's trying to figure out what happened, she stumbles into some of this magic and
Who's our villain?
Good question.
Okay, well, this leads
A
to
rival love interest?
Yeah, there are two
Vampire hunters?
Okay,
Or both?
routes.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, both. So, what is the main focus of the story? Is it about the romance itself between these two characters?
Or is it the mystery?
Or is it the mystery? Because those are two very different stories and require two very different villains.
It does say mystery, so I think we should
so let's
focus
go
on
with
the
the mystery.
Alright, so this is more about her discovering about this supernatural world. In which case, what you want is a villain who's also from the supernatural world, but diametrically opposed to, if her boyfriend's a lycanthrope, just make a few vampires come after him. That's literally the easiest solution, but also a good one.
I
Or
do
you could
like
have
the
it
idea of a love rival. Oh, sorry.
Another idea you could go with is having it so that the villain's specifically trying to hide the supernatural world. This whole
Doesn't
goal
want
is
her
to
to find
hide the
out.
supernatural world, and her figuring it out is causing problems for him.
Well, there could be if anyone figures it out, we kill them because nobody's supposed to know.
That's not an uncommon thing in supernatural stories.
You could have both.
It's usually kind of dumb though, because why would you hide your supernatural abilities to people?
Simple! Humans are the most terrifying thing in the entire world.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's fair.
Imagine this. You are a supernatural race. You are as strong as 10 humans on your own. However, your entire race is your entire community. You might find like 100 of you in the entire continent, and suddenly humans discover that you're a threat to them. What happens? You get nuked. That's what happened. Or blown up, or shot in the face, or any other number of things.
But yes.
Well, if I was a vampire, I'd honestly just tell humans, yeah, so we do need blood, so we're going to be buying from blood banks quite a bit, but we're really good at construction.
Yeah, but
there you go.
So usually it's yes, we may be individually more powerful than humans, but humans can be scary, especially since we have technology and numbers.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, do we think we have? I don't know. We've really drawn
I think we have both.
together.
Oh wait, with the villains, what if we have both? What if we have a love rival who likes the boy, and she gets jealous.
Girl.
A girl who likes the boy.
vampire.
Oh, that kind of thing.
A girl who likes the boy that our protagonist is is crushing on the protagonist. So when our protagonist starts snooping around, she reports this human girl, to someone who wants to kill humans who snoop too much, and gets him involved. And now what started as a petty teenage love squabble turns into actual life and death situation.
Okay, yeah, that works.
That could work.
Okay, I'm liking it. I can write this. One thing I would really want to do if I wrote it, because I don't like to write, things that are just, trite and, I want to write something with a little different twist on it that really, can pull you in. So I would take, when I wrote vampires before, I put a very different spin on the vampires. I put a very different, hey, come on, we got all kinds of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't go with the normal, let's turn the girl into a vampire, but anyway, interesting twist on how we do things, right? I won't give spoilers, but I do things very differently. And so I would really want to delve in to all these different what's going to be the take on vampires? How are the lycanthropy going to work? What other creatures are there involved in this? What is their relationship with the humans? What's their backstory? Why do they not want any humans to know about them?
And how many monsters are there?
What is their history?
Yeah.
Yes. So I would
Only
really
5
want
so
to
far.
delve
That would be fun.
in to know this world, and then it would be fun to write in.
Mm-hmm.
It would be really fun to write in.
Yeah. So what kind of monsters would you like to see in this story? Let us know in the comments what kind of monsters or interesting twists on monsters you think would be
and
fun.
we're always
So
happy.
far, one of the biggest twists I made on vampires is making them a fungus.
Yeah,
Okay, that's one we've never seen.
On that note, feel free to give us more prompts for our hats, and we'll see you next time.